The courtroom was silent when she signed the papers. No tears. No argument. No last words. Just a quiet signature that ended everything. Everyone thought they knew how her story would end. A broken woman, walking away with nothing. But just hours later, at a private airport miles away, a sleek jet engine roared to life. And standing at the entrance of that jet, was the same woman who had just signed her divorce. Calm. Confident. Unrecognizable. As she stepped inside, the billionaire waiting for her smiled and said something that would leave everyone speechless. Welcome back. I've been waiting for you. What no one knew was that this was never the end of her story. It was the beginning. Emma Lawson had spent years building a life that slowly fell apart in silence. To the outside world, her marriage looked perfect. A successful husband. A beautiful home. A life filled with comfort. But behind closed doors, things were very different. Her husband, Adrian, had changed. The late nights became normal. The conversations became shorter. The warmth disappeared. At first, Emma tried to fix things. She talked. She waited. She hoped. But over time, she realized something painful. You can't fix a relationship when only one person is trying. The truth became impossible to ignore when she discovered the messages. Another woman. Another life her husband was building, without her. The confrontation never happened. Emma didn't scream. She didn't beg. Because deep down, she already knew. It was over. Days later, Adrian placed the divorce papers in front of her. Cold. Straightforward. Almost impatient. I think this is best for both of us, he said. Emma looked at him for a long moment. This was the man she once trusted with everything. And now, he couldn't even look her in the eyes. She picked up the pen. Everyone expected hesitation. Emotion. But Emma simply signed. Without a word. Adrian seemed surprised. That's it, he asked. Emma stood up calmly. That's all it needed to be. And just like that, she walked away. But what Adrian didn't know was that Emma wasn't walking away empty. She was walking toward something he could never have imagined. That same evening, Emma arrived at a private airport. No one from her past was there. No one who knew her story. Only a single jet, waiting. The door opened. And a voice called out softly. You made it. Emma looked up. And for the first time in a long time, she smiled. The man waiting inside the jet wasn't just any billionaire. His name was Alexander Reed. A powerful figure in the business world. Respected. Feared. And known for his ability to see potential where others saw nothing. But what made this moment extraordinary was his connection to Emma. Years ago, before her marriage, Emma had been something very different. Brilliant. Ambitious. Driven. She had worked alongside Alexander in a high-level project. And he had seen something in her that others overlooked. Leadership. Intelligence. Strength. But Emma chose love. She left that world behind. And built a life with Adrian instead. Now, years later, everything had changed. As the jet lifted into the sky, Alexander looked at her carefully. You finally chose yourself, he said. Emma nodded softly. I forgot who I was for a while. Alexander smiled. Most people do. Over the next few weeks, Emma stepped back into a world she once belonged to. But this time, she was different. Stronger. Wiser. Unshaken. She wasn't rebuilding her life. She was reclaiming it. Meanwhile, Adrian's life began to unravel in ways he didn't expect. The excitement he chased didn't last. The new relationship lacked depth. And the silence Emma left behind became louder with each passing day. One evening, he saw something that made his heart stop. A news article. A photo. Emma. Standing beside Alexander Reed. Confident. Successful. Radiating a strength he had never truly appreciated. The headline read, Rising business leader Emma Lawson joins Alexander Reed's executive team. Adrian stared at the screen in disbelief. The woman he thought he had left behind had become someone he could never reach again. And for the first time, he understood what he had lost. Not just a wife, but a person who had quietly carried strength he never bothered to see.